What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Vinny D for your Call of Duty World War II Leaderboards update, PlayStation Network. For anybody new here, go and take a look at your stats on your console. The cutoff right now is 10 million points. How far off are you from 10 million? Are you in striking distance? Do you play the game a lot? Every week, figure out how many points you run a week, and this is the cutoff right here. This is a rank 100 for the week. Things change from 80 to 100 every week, so you're not out of it yet. And here's the number that you guys got to focus on. Guys, we've got a lot to cover this week. First thing I want to obviously look into is the stats not updating. It's frustrating as hell, not only for you, but for myself. I've slowly started to reach out to some of the top guys come Sunday night. I pull out the stats at 9 o'clock. I don't want to disrupt your games, guys, but at the same time, I want to give you a heads up that I see a lot of stats like 50, 60 games behind come Sunday night, and it's frustrating. I took a look. I saw like Shred was behind P-Hami, DooMTheRace, and some guys are updated, so it's really not fair. I mean, it will catch up the following week, but it sucks when I see some guys that are updated and others that are behind. So right now on the Xbox side, Space and Moon Bounce over here posted a comment saying how to update the and unfreeze the stats, go from online to campaign, reconnect to multiplayer, play a game in any mode which does not have a leaderboard associated with it, get one kill, leave, and enjoy your stats update. Whether this works or not, somebody's got to try it on the PlayStation side. Maybe it's worthwhile. Again, share in the comment section if you have any other ways of getting it updated, because it would be cool to have everything updated on Sunday night when I come around. Again, I'm slowly reaching out to your channels. It's very hard to find some of you guys, which I don't understand why channels are not, you're not creating your channels with your gamer tags. You guys should be branding your names. Yes, you're putting it into your tags, but at the same time, it's like, use your gamer tag for your channel. You're not going to lose subs, and you'd be surprised how many people are actually searching your name when you're on the top of the leaderboard. So I will have some new stuff coming out for guys that have YouTube channels. So again, that's going to be dropped in the next couple of months. Let's go over the current leaderboard. A couple other things I want to address. First things first is a lot of blue here. El Diablo and Chillo, who've been religiously playing the game. Here you can see there's not much stats updated, and there has not been anything. We're Wednesday afternoon right now. There hasn't been anything updated on their accounts as of Sunday. As you can see right here, there's nothing going on for Chillo and Diablo. So guys, Diablo, I know you're subscribed to the channel, but when you're top 10, you guys are Hollywood now, man. You're A-list. So maybe let us know exactly what's going on. Are you taking a break from the game? Did you hit level 1000? Are you content with it? Is your accounts locked up? Were you a naughty boys? Like, what's going on with that? Again, when you're in the top 10, top 20, you're not that you're exposed, but again, you're Hollywood. People want interviews. People want to know what's going on. So but needless to say, that opens up the floodgates for Shred and the rest of the crew over here. P-Hami, Shred, like, buckle down and start attacking, because all you guys are gonna, if these guys are out of commission, then it's gonna be a trend upwards for sure. So 1 to 20 this week, as I'd say, stable, guys holding their ground, not much change. It was a little bit of a down week. Usually we see the 1.5 million score range around here. It was around 1 million this week. Again, it could be the stats that are lagging behind. It's Wednesday afternoon. It's frustrating. I go and take a look, and all of a sudden everything is updated like to the second. But come Sunday night or at night, I keep telling you guys, it seems like things are delayed. So hopefully, we'll get a fix for that and things will be updated. But as of right now, this is what it looks like for the week. New era at number 6 over here. Again, 3 days played, 2 million points. He's the only guy to crack 2 million points this week, so props to you. I know you put in the time every week, man, so good stuff there. And the rest is, pretty steady. Not much moving around, but again, hard to say because of the stats we're behind. And like I said, I think Shred was like 66 games behind. That's like a couple 100,000 points there, right there, and then come stats update time. So we'll see what it looks like next week, but this is what the top 20 looks like. From 21 to 40, you see a lot of red. You see a lot of red as opposed to last week. Let's go down to 21 to 40 over here, and that's because in this bracket also the score average was down. It's around 600,000 for the average score around here, and there's a lot of guys that haven't put in any time here, so that brings down the average also. But again, it could just be 1 week. It could be the stats, but I take it week to week. This is your recap, so I give you what I see. A couple of notables over here, NGA, 1.3 million, sizzling SPM at 581, so you always have to keep your eyes on that. And number 37, a little bit more of a newcomer, Kanaki, 5 weeks on board, 1 million points, good job there, 1.23 hours played. 41 to 60, there's only 4 players who cracked the 1 million points this week. which is also a little bit down, but it is what it is. We'll go down to 41 to 60 here. So yeah, only 5 players cracked the 1 million points, and there's a lot of grind from the newer guys on board. What I mean by that is guys that have been here like, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, not the typical 7/8. The guys have been here from the beginning. You see them right away. They're flared up in the top 20. They're not going anywhere. But a little more resistance and push from the newer guys over here, who are trending upwards, and you'll see it a little bit with the time played. They put in the time, a little bit lower SPMs, but you're cracking the numbers over here, and that's always good to see. So a couple of notables on this side of things is number 43, Sanchos over here, 1.4 million points, six spot jump, pretty good. 51 over here, Fly Guy, 2 weeks on the board, a nice jump, 7 spots over here, 1.3 mil. And at 56, Haxor, a 14 spot jump, another 1 million points. So not bad, solid. Like I said, a little bit of a lower week, but it is what it is. We got to take it and go with it. 61 to 80. Not one guy has eclipsed the 5 million point. Not one guy has eclipsed the 1 million point mark in this bracket, which is a little bit odd also. The average was a lot lower also. I think the average in this bracket is like 400,000 points. So if you're hammering anything above 400,000, then obviously you're going to climb. And a little bit of a lower, average than usual. And a couple of notables. We have our first guy jump in from not being ranked over here, Yuppie Head, from not being ranked to 73. It's a huge leap. A lot of points played, but we will find out what's going on trending forward. Is it a one and done type of thing? I always say the same thing, but to get to the 100 is a feat. To hold it, that's a whole different ballgame. That's where we separate the men from the kids. So pretty stable bracket overall. You'll see some up and down, but overall not much sticking out. If your name's on here, you can go and take a look and see, compare. The times are a little bit down. And 81 to 100, this is where you see the new guys jump in. This week we have 8 new guys jump in, and 7 of them rank from 81 to 100. So you'll see over here the ones. These are all new guys over here. And this is kind of where you need to look at the games played. And when I put in the stats, this is where the new guys that come in, like I kind of have an idea now after doing this for so long if they're somebody who's going to be hanging around or not. And how we could see that is by just seeing the days played. Like if we look at Olgu over here, lower SPM of course, but when you have 26 days played, like he plays a lot and it's not stopping. So I'm pretty sure that when you see these higher numbers here, 31 days played, Captain Planet, like they are going to continue to move upwards. Now the only thing is you will have a plateau depending on your SPM. You'll crack the 100 and then you'll get to a certain area in the leaderboards and you'll have a harder time moving up because it's just hard to catch up because of your SPM. But needless to say, just being in the top 100 is a feat on its own. And I just want to go back up to number 70 over here. So I know we always talk about the elite guys, but some guys with the lower SPMs. Here's a good example of somebody who just cracked the leaderboard. And if you want to look at somebody who's trending upwards, is Viking Power Lord over here. The 70 was 85. Is only a second week on board. A little bit of a lower SPM, actually a lot lower, but plays the game, and that's what counts in the end. And now this is the time of the year where a lot of guys are moving on to Fortnite. They want you to stream Fortnite. Your heart's not into it. You love Call of Duty, or look, man, just play what you love. And like things will adjust in the end. I mean, don't force yourself to do things you don't want to do. Or that's all I could say for guys holding down channels. And like you're seeing the trend right now with Fortnite, and everybody's moving over to that, and that's where the views are at, and people are getting fed up with this game and going over there. But you know what? You really got to do what you love and you're passionate about. And I know a lot of you guys, it's like Call of Duty for life, and that's why we create these boards and I update these stats weekly. Also, if you guys have any ideas and content you want, again, I'm not going to be playing any content. I don't want to get into that mode where I'm like that. I'm I'm compulsive, so if I start playing too much, then I'm not gonna do anything else. So I decided to create these leaderboards to make sure to stay focused and stay away from the game for the year. But if there's anything you guys want added, if you guys want to provide your own content, again, I could throw it up here. It's really up to you, and I'm up for ideas. So post some stuff in the comments. Again, try to get the word out if you have any friends that are below the top 100 that grind and sweat and that merit and would be motivated by seeing the website, give them a shout out for the website. Subscriptions, look, man, the channel will never grow to, that's not what it's about. Bottom line is, who cares about leaderboards? It's guys that grind, guys that are on the leaderboards, or guys that want to get there. And that's not the masses. That's only the guys that take things seriously and that care about it. So I'm not concerned about the channel, but the leaderboard, getting the word out, to really help me, at least to maybe even go to Sledgehammer eventually and say, hey man, look, I've been doing this for 10 months or 11 months. Look at the type of traffic I'm getting to the website. Guys are interested, and you got to take things seriously on the leaderboard side, because there are still a lot of guys that care about it, and don't take that away from us. So that's it for the week, man. Keep on grinding. Hopefully these stats are updated, and you try out that little trick that I posted before, and enjoy the week. We'll catch up next week again, 9 p.m. Sunday night. I extract, and the doorbell just rang. So peace out, guys. Up till next week. Later.